When it comes to virtual team building, it is very effective to build your team's cohesion about by setting ground rules that would include like working patterns, communication patterns that would kind of focus on like dynamics within relationships and like kind of like give task oriented things going on to groups. And because there's a lot of benefits to virtual team building. In most cases there are like people will attend more rather than face-to-face meetings because it's obviously it fits on their own time, and you can do it from from the comfortability of your own home. And it helps group members develop relationships and understand communication styles as well, because you're more comfortable speaking through a camera than it is face to face. People aren't going to face that nervousness or like hiding things from each other because they're just not comfortable being in person. And multinational environments and stuff, like businesses are trying to like conserve their own money and cut down travel costs by making meetings more virtual than face to face. Instead of gathering everyone together for an hour meeting, you can do this over a Skype call or a webcam meeting that allows you to have the same effectiveness for whatever meeting is trying to come across, but you can do it from the comfortability of your own couch, and then you don't have to worry about traveling halfway across the world to do so. And if I was to recommend something to my supervisor, I would recommend everything I just mentioned and how it is very effectiveness, because it is very effective because the effectiveness is high when it comes to person-in-person communication. And not having to be face to face, you can do it over a camera and still have group chats and group calls and everything, and still get everything that needs to be done within a meeting or a discussion. But something that I wouldn't recommend to my supervisor is straying away from this idea and kind of taking this and running with it, as there's obviously a high effectiveness from this. And if you run away from this concept, you're going to be obviously costing your business money. You're going to have a lot of travel costs. You're going to have a lot of like rescheduling, as people might not be able to fit the schedule of the meeting and whatnot. And or you're going to have a lot of like nervousness. People are going to hide their own thoughts, hide their own feelings and emotions about certain topics, since face-to-face meetings might not be comfortable with everybody that is a group member. So team building would be best efficient virtually when it comes to webcam, and like Skype calls and all these other meetings, because it takes away from the whole face-to-face thing, and someone's going to be able to speak more comfortably sitting in your own couch, and you're going to be more comfortable expressing your emotions, expressing your feelings and your thoughts on certain discussion questions and or decision work. So like this, along the decision-making process, like people will be more effective in making decisions if they're doing it from their own environment. And that's my discussion question for number one.